Segment 6, the version of you that is being built. Every episode of this series has been a layer, not information stacked on top of information, layers of a person being built. Each segment, each step, each honest confrontation with a dimension of the rebuild that most people avoid or minimize. Each one has added something to the version of you that is emerging from this process. And that version is worth examining directly. Not the destination version, not the finished, arrived, fully realized version that exists somewhere in the future after enough time and enough work and enough circumstances aligning in your favor. The version being built right now in this conversation through the work you have been doing across these episodes. That version is a man who has stared honestly at what happened without being consumed by it, who has named the patterns that ran his life for years and made the deliberate choice to replace them with something better, who understands that his identity is not assigned by a record or a label or a history, but constructed through the quality of his daily decisions. A man who has learned to hold his standard not as an external performance, but as a genuine expression of who he has chosen to be. Who has developed the capacity to feel what needs to be felt without being governed by it. Who has built the discipline to move when moving is hard and the wisdom to rest when rest is the right move. A man who understands that his story does not end at the worst chapter, that the pain had a purpose even when the purpose was not visible inside the pain. That the prison, whatever form it took, was not the period at the end of the sentence. It was a comma. And what comes after the comma is what this work has been about. You are writing what comes after it right now. Not perfectly, not without struggle, not in the straight, uninterrupted line that the highlight version of transformation suggests, but genuinely, with real decision made in real moments under real pressure, with real kept promises and realized weight and real movement toward a life that belongs to you rather than to what was done to you or what was said about you. That is the version of you being built. And that version is already real, already present, already operating in the choices you are making before this episode ends. Here is your closing action step for episode 17. Write a 1-paragraph description of the version of yourself that is being built through this work. Not who you were, not who you will one day become, who you are in the process of becoming right now, based on the evidence of the decisions you have been making. Read it out loud, then go live it for the rest of this day, because the version of you being built is already here. Honor it with how you move from pain and prison to purpose. Keep moving. I am Fortune Reigns, and this has been Fortune.